Thanks so much for joining me today. Inside this pouch, I have a purple Game Boy Color with a few games. And so I wanted to get into it today with you just to talk about it and reminisce a little bit about what this device meant to me and where I think you could probably pick one up for a decent price. So let's go. There's something about just holding this device that immediately takes you back. And I mean, on top of that, how about this? Jeez. Or how about this right here? Here we go. Oh, God. Just sounds incredible. Anyway, so clearly I have the purple version. And when I dug it out of the box, it was a little worse for the wear. So I did have to disassemble it and clean it a bit. But I think I did a really good job. And I had to reconnect the solder for the on-off switch because it had corroded and was broken. So let's turn this on and get going a little bit. I have Street Fighter in right now. We'll do a quick normal match here. Blanca, always. Or Guile. If you're anybody else, what are you doing? I really loved having this thing with me throughout my childhood years just because it's so small and easy enough to just kind of play whenever and wherever you feel like it. I have siblings, and between each of them, I was always being carted off to some game or some rehearsal or something. So it was always nice to just have this device to play while I waited. So these are always being sold on eBay, but I'd be careful, of course, from the seller that you're purchasing from. Make sure that they're reputable and they've got a good track record, or just be sure you're researching the product they're selling. A lot of times it's for parts, so if you're not too keen on how to fix small electronics like this, try and stay away from that. If I did have to give one criticism for this old video game system, it's that the brightness is a little low. I know you can see it pretty well here in the video, but from my angle, it's just not very bright. I don't think Road Rash will work, but this was another one of my favorites. And I know these aren't Game Boy Color games, but hopefully you can forgive me for that. Oh. Had to do the blow once. You can see the Nintendo is still wrong, which was an indicator of it's close on the connections, but no cigar. So this one is definitely one of the older ones, and I think it was even sitting in the sun. You can see some of the discoloration there. I would also try some local selling apps. Those are the apps that you can plug in your zip code and see people that are selling products in the immediate area. You can usually find some good garage sale buys on there. Oh, there you go. And it's dead. I read somewhere that the cartridges themselves have a battery life, or like a shelf life. I don't know how true that is. If anybody could shed some light on that in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. I've heard of people modifying the battery packs to the back of these to accommodate a rechargeable old cell phone battery. This is something I might definitely try. I commute into Manhattan every day, and I've got about an hour each way, so I can definitely see the benefits of swapping out the AA system for a rechargeable battery. I'd also check your neighborhood and your surrounding towns, because there just might be a video game store that also has some of the retro stuff. I know I only went over the classic Game Boy games in this video. I just don't happen to have any Game Boy Color games on me. They're in storage somewhere, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, I'd love your support. If you could go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button, or even just leave a comment below, I'd really appreciate it. So thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.